Good afternoon, my beautiful brothers and sisters in Yeshua. Today is Sunday, the 6th of August 2023. It is 1:27 p.m. here in Australia. I hope you're all very well. I hope that you're blessed. I want to come and do a hopefully shorter video today, but I've just been shown some incredible things, brothers and sisters, and it's many thanks to emails and what you write in the comments section that alerts me to what's actually going on. And so I want to try and put all this stuff together and show you just the amazing timelines and everything in regards to September 22nd, September 23rd and September 24th of this year and everything that's going on with that. So I'm going to jump straight into this video, and this is absolutely amazing. I really think that we have an incredibly high watch period this coming September, so let's just jump straight into it. The first thing I wanted to recognize was this person's channel, Antichrist 45 Bible Prophecies with Brother Paul. I was looking for some information about Trump and being the Antichrist, and this is an incredible channel. So we're just going to go to his channel here. He's got a bunch of videos on Donald Trump. They're nice and short, and it is just amazing. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of a couple of videos. This one here is the worship of Donald Trump, and I just want to show you this video. It's only 6 minutes long, and you can just see, because a lot of people get upset when I have said, you know, that Donald Trump is the Antichrist. And, you know, they get quite offended because they're still on that Trump train. And unfortunately, you know, a lot of us were on that Trump train. I myself, and I'm an Australian, I'm not even an American. Prior to 2020, I loved the guy. I thought, this guy's awesome. He's going to, you know, really help America and in turn help the rest of the world. But like I said in yesterday's video, when the inauguration of Joe Biden happened and none of the arrests or anything took place, God took that salve off my eyes and revealed to me who this man really is. And since then, I have been a big warner of who this man is. You know, he's from the tribe of Dan. And if you have a look at Revelation, all the tribes of Israel that enter into the heavenly kingdom, Dan is excluded. You do not see Dan going or having any allotted places in the eternal kingdom. That is because they're an evil tribe. They're represented by the snake, and Donald Trump himself, as I've said before, has said many times in public, the snake palm. You know, you knew I was a snake before you let me in. We need to have our eyes, to have the scales removed off our eyes, brothers and sisters. Unfortunately, like 2 Thessalonians says, that, you know, many people hate the truth and they love the lie. And because of this, Father God is going to send a strong delusion. So I'll try and keep it short. I just want to watch this video and then show you another one quickly. But we'll try and keep it as short as we can. I hope this brother doesn't mind me using his videos, but all credit goes to this channel person. Check this out.
The best president.
We love Trump. 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 We love.
Good. I'm here to guarantee Trump gets back in and get rid of the corruption that's in the White House right now. It's a disgrace. Joe Biden's a disgrace to this country.
He's a disgrace, and so are all the left and the rhinos, the globalists.
They Joe Mall.
Yeah.
Joe Mall.
I agree with you on that.
that Benjamin Netanyahu and President Trump are like brothers, standing shoulder to shoulder. That God has given President Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu the same brilliant plan for their nations. Yes.
Yes, Mr. Trump! We love you! We love you! All the way to the White House!
President Trump is on assignment and he's anointed by God, and the archangels are working with him. I'll tell you, Michael is working with him. It's not that he's serving Trump's the other way around, and Zerachiel and Gabriel, but they are going after what is being contended for, and just about.
Have got to develop a strategy for the next 4 years so that Donald Trump can do what he said he was going to do yesterday. We're going to get to CPAC in a moment. We've got to prepare the way for him to return. It reminded me of a man in the Bible by the name of John the Baptist. John the Baptist, the Bible said that he was the voice of one crying in the wilderness, prepare for the way of the Lord. In other words, the Lord was soon to come, and John's job was to prepare the way for his coming. Well, ladies and gentlemen, much like John the Baptist, we must prepare the way to make straight the crooked paths in America in our election system. We must prepare for the return of Donald Trump. Now,
We want Trump! We want Trump! We want Trump! We want Trump! We love 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 Trump!
And in the eyes of God, the President of the United States right now in the courts of justice in heaven is not Joe Biden, but it's Donald Trump.
Got some chanting going on. Let's listen in.
We love Trump! We love Trump! We love Trump!
I know my whole family has turned liberal, and I don't know what happened because I didn't raise them that way. And they've all been brainwashed to think that he's the most horrible man ever when he's saving everyone.
Right.
I mean, I'm going to start getting emotional because everything depends on this. America depends on this. We have got to save. We've got to do everything we can. And I'm not even an American citizen. I was born in England, but I've been here since I was 5, and this is my home. And we've got to save it. We've just got to.
God is with us, and the God wins in the end, right? That's why the enemy is lashing out right now.
We know we're going to suffer for a while, but it's going to be good. It's going to be more glorious than anything we've ever seen. We have to have faith in God and pray and do everything we can. Everything.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We will. I mean, just keep the faith. That's what
I
I
have
do.
complete faith that this man is going to save us. He's basically saving the world, not just us. Everyone. Everyone.
Thank you.
The Reverend Franklin Graham says President-elect Donald Trump was put in the White House by God.
This election, no question. I believe God's hand was in it.
I see the greatest president in history. Of course he is. He was chosen by God.
To say no to President Trump would be saying no to God.
He authentically, whether people like it or not, has been raised up by God because
no president has ever fought for Christians as hard as I have. And I will keep on fighting, and I'll fight hard until I'm back behind that desk in the Oval Office, the resolute person. Thank you. Thank you, Linda.
I mean, can you even handle the blasphemy? You know, like that woman, where was she?
Washed to think that he's the most horrible man ever when he's saving everyone.
Right.
when he's saving everyone, and then right at the end.
America depends on this. We have got to save. We've got to do everything we can. And I'm not even an American citizen. I was born. We've got to save it. We just got to.
God is with us in the right now.
We know we're going to suffer for a while, but it's going to be good. It's going to be more glorious than anything we've ever seen. We have to have faith in God and pray and do everything we can. Everything.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. We will. I mean, just keep the faith. That's what
I have complete faith that this man is going to save us.
I have complete faith that this man is going to save us. Brothers and sisters, this is exactly what I'm talking about. The evangelical Christians are leading the world to hell. This is so important that this gets out and people understand who Trump is. The whole world, and like Trump said, you know, I have been the biggest, strongest supporters for Christians, and I will be that until I get back into that office. You've got to pay attention to the wording. He never says anything, you know, people say, oh, he says stupid stuff all the time and he makes mistakes. No, brothers and sisters, he never makes a mistake. Everything, you know, is coded or it means something. We just have to read between the lines. And this is incredibly scary that many are like this woman and they're like, you know, this man is going to save the world. We need him. He's ordained by God. This is exactly like 1 Samuel chapter 8, which I keep talking about in most of my videos. You know, they come up to Samuel, they're begging Samuel before he dies, please Samuel, give us another God. We want another king, we want another king to reign over us. And Samuel's like, no, God will reign over you. And the people are literally tearing him down and begging him, give us another king, Samuel. And Father God says, don't worry, Samuel. They don't hate you, they hate me. And I'm going to give him that king. And that king is going to turn around and take everything from them. Trump is the one in Daniel 11 who it's talking about that he's going to come in peaceably and with flatteries. He is telling everybody what they want to hear. Who do you think he needs the most support of? It's the Christians, right? And now he's got it. Once the world goes to complete crap, once we're out of here, okay, who's left? Those that put man above God. All these people here, all these people who love Trump and think he's the savior of the world. And they are going to give him his office without even blinking twice. And once he has that office, brothers and sisters, they're all doomed. They are literally all doomed. Okay? But they're also going to be the first ones with their hands out, receiving, and their eyes, you know, to get iris scans and everything, and to get that mark. They'll be the first ones in line. I can guarantee it. This needs to be shared everywhere, okay? And this brother's channel here, Antichrist 45, brilliant. Please go check it out. They're nice and short. I just wanted to show you one more thing, which was highly alarming. A few people have said it to me on my comment section. They said, you know, that Trump has been crowned in Jerusalem, the crown of Jerusalem. And I'm like, what? So this is 3 minutes and 40 seconds. So let's watch this, brothers and sisters.
I appointed a special envoy to combat anti-Semitism worldwide. We did that, and it was a big deal, as you know, and they did a good job on it. And the Middle East, the very historic Abraham Accords, which is one of the most important agreements. Now, we had 4 countries. We had them lined up to sign. If that election were legitimate, we were in there, we would have had virtually every country in the Middle East. You would have had peace in the Middle East. They have signed exactly no people, no countries, and everybody wanted to sign. They don't care. It's like they don't care. This administration, they don't care. But we would have had them all signed up. I think every single country would have been signed up. Peace in the Middle East. Instead, we have a bunch of people that are so sad. And they actually would have liked to have terminated it, and they tried, and the uproar was incredible. So it means you can do that. But the Abraham Accords was absolutely incredible, and incredible for the Middle East.
Okay, I have no words, okay? Like, have a look at this. Don't be surprised if Trump's deal of the century is a 7-year agreement. Trump has been talking about the deal of the century for nearly 40 years. And you know, look at his background, brothers and sisters. Look at his background. Real estate. He's one of the richest men in the world. Okay, and when you go, you know, his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, I mean, look at his name, Jared Kushner. Okay, Kush was the father of Nimrod, who was essentially a real estate developer. He built the Tower of Babel, right? I think this is all interconnected, and the fact that Trump is given a crown of Jerusalem. This is exactly what I was talking about, how in 1 Samuel chapter 8, you know, the people begged for a king. They didn't want God, they wanted a man. Okay? And I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, this is all coming in as a huge deception with peace and flatteries until that man has power in the office, and the whole world, like it says, who can fight against this man? Who wants to war against him? Nobody. Because he spent his time in office going around to all the Middle Eastern countries, to all of Europe, shaking hands with them, making the deal that when the hour of power comes, you know, they're going to have their hour of power basically with the beast. I truly believe Elon Musk has got a lot to do with how the image of the beast, because remember, it's not actually Satan that's coming down and everyone's going to worship him. It's the image of the beast that people are going to be worshipping. And I think this has a major thing to do with Elon Musk. I think he is going to be the false prophet. And, you know, for years and years and years, because the books hadn't been unsealed, this is why we're looking to the Vatican, and this is why we're looking to all different other things, because yes, it was good, and I believe the Vatican's always got something to do with it, okay, because the Pope himself calls himself the Vicar of Christ on earth. Pardon me. So that's huge blasphemy, and you know, I totally get that we're supposed to be looking at the Vatican and, you know, that could very well be the beast, whatever it may be. But Satan is incredibly smart, brothers and sisters, and it's going to be the least of who you expect. And all these things are going to be sealed and concealed until the time of the end, as it says in Daniel, and the books are going to be open, and all of this stuff is these revelations are going to be open to those that are actually seeking God's truth and are going to take the job seriously of standing on the wall and being a good watchwoman and a watchman and shouting this to the rooftops. Especially it's not so much for us, brothers and sisters. We've got our eyes on the sky. We're waiting for Yeshua Jesus Christ, and we're getting our crown of righteousness for those who love the appearing of Yeshua Jesus Christ. We're getting that crown. That's why don't let any man steal your crown. That's coming for us. But it is for those left behind. They need to know who this man is. They need to know what the agenda is, and they need to know that the deception that they're about to go into. Okay, and the Abraham Accords, it looks so good. Everything looks so good. Who doesn't want peace in the Middle East? But the fact is, it's like this whole, the whole world's telling us, oh, we're going through this revival, that Alabama University or whatever it was a little while ago, how we had this big revival and this university stayed open for like 40 days and they had all these people coming there and singing and praising God for X amount of days, and it was just like everyone's like, here's the big revival, this is what Joel 2's talking about. No, brothers and sisters, no, there is no revival. Nothing is getting better. It gets worse and worse and worse, as in the days of Noah, okay? And then it comes as a snare upon the whole world, okay? A snare onto all of us, okay? But for us who are looking and waiting for the appearing of Yeshua Jesus Christ, we are going to be snatched out of here in the twinkling of an eye. And then, as Daniel 12 says, Michael's going to stand up, the war in heaven's going to happen. The time of trouble shall start, and thy people shall be delivered, all at the same time. So now that we've seen this, and please go over, subscribe to this channel, check out these videos. This brother has done a brilliant job, and again, I hope you don't mind me sharing these on my channel here, brother. But I want to show you something incredibly cool. Okay, so we've got some date calculators. So have a look here. The 11th of March 2020, if we add 1,335 days, as it says in the book of Daniel chapter 12, we come to Monday the 6th of November 2023. What is that? That is literally the day after the 2024 elections. Brothers and sisters, you cannot make this up. And we just watched that video about Donald Trump, about could the covenant with many, the signing off, and everything like that. I know a lot of people are talking about in September there's the UN thing. They're all different heads of the same snake. They're all working together for one agenda, okay? And that is Satan's agenda. So it's all interlinked. But the fact that this is the 119th United States Congress, backwards it's 9/11, brothers and sisters. 9/11, that's an emergency, okay? That is, it means strife. Strife is coming. So, like I said, we have, the 1,335 days is the 6th of November 2023, and I believe that those that are looking for the return of Yeshua Jesus Christ, we have to wait for the 1,290th day, and that will be Friday, the 22nd of September 2023. Now, you cannot make this up. The 11th of March 2020 is when the you-know-what was announced to the entire world, and that was the setting up of the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel 12. Okay, and then it says it's going to take from day 0 to day 1,290 for it to be set up. And I believe this is when we're going to go. Okay, this is when we're going to be snatched and taken out of here. But it says, blessed are those who wait for those extra 45 days. to the 1335th day, okay? And like I said in my video last night, 45 days is perfect. I believe that's what Revelation Seal 5 is talking about, where the souls under the altar, they're given their white robes and told to rest for a little season. I believe this little season is 45 days. I think, I pray it is so, that the left behind will only have 45 days, okay, because the time being shortened. From 1,290 days when we're taken to the blessed are those who wait until the 1,335 days, 45 days later, right? That is the little season, meaning it is half of what we would call a season, right? 90 days, 3 months. The little season is half of that season, 45 days. I pray it is so, that that's all they have to endure. Because remember, it says as soon as Michael stands up, the time of trouble is going to begin. Now, and then we have a look here. Friday is the 22nd of September 2023. We all know that everything is supposed to happen on a Friday, right? The banks are going to close, they're going to crash, whatever it may be, the whole, because look at it this way. The elites want the banks to crash, they want the money to crash, right? So they can bring out their new currency. Who else wants it to crash? The QAnon and all those people, they need the dollar to crash too, so they can bring their so-called quantum money that is owed to everybody, right? They need the what we call our cash today, they need that to crash as well. So both these two parties need the dollar to crash to bring in their sort of, one is terrible and the other one's just a lie. So everything's going to happen on a Friday. And what does it say in the Word of God? Matthew 24:19, and woe to them that are with child, that give suck in those days, but pray that your flight may not be on winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, not ever shall be. Just like Daniel 12. Michael's going to stand up. This is like Revelation 12. He's going to have the war in heaven with Satan. And it is Michael the archangel who is the restrainer. He's going to let him go by casting him and his angels down to this earth. We go up when he comes down. We are saved in the heavenly ark. And then Satan is wrath because he knows he's got a short time left. And that is when the time of trouble is going to begin, because men's hearts will faint with fear on what's coming upon this world. And it's going to be on a Sabbath day when the Jews completely are so unaware, because this is what it is. Jacob's trouble. Remember, Jacob had his name changed to Israel. So it's Israel's trouble. This is the whole purpose of the tribulation, right? Is to save Israel and to turn them back. And it's the wrath of the Father and the wrath of the Lamb, as it says in Seal 6. Okay? That's when they run into the caves and they're like begging the rocks to fall on them, saying, who can, fall on us so that we don't have to see the face of one who sits on the throne, or the wrath of the Lamb. So the wrath of the Lamb is for those left behind, the lukewarm ones, which will be going through, hopefully, just a 45-day period of trial, persecution, and purification, right? To wash their robes white, and then for Israel to turn back to the Father. Because both the Father, he made a marriage covenant with Israel, and Yeshua Jesus Christ made a marriage covenant with the Gentiles, okay? With anybody who calls on his name. This both needs to happen. But this is absolutely amazing that, neither on the Sabbath day. If you look back in history, in the book of Maccabees, you read that they were attacked continuously on the Sabbath day, because the enemy knows that they're all in temple, that they're not allowed to fight, they're not allowed to light fires, they're not allowed to use the elevator. They are so hardcore on their traditions that they're going to just throw their hands up in the air and not fight, right? The enemy knows this. The enemy knows this, and this is exactly why when Yeshua Jesus Christ came to this earth, he did everything on a Sabbath day to totally shake and rock up the system, because people were they were honoring Father with their lips, but their hearts were incredibly far from him. This is why he healed on the Sabbath. This is why he took Sabbath day journeys. This is why he picked corn on the Sabbath. This is exactly what Jesus came to do, okay, and to give a new commandment, which is to love the Lord thy God, the one true God, with all your heart, soul, and mind, and to love your neighbors as yourself. This is exactly what we're supposed to do, okay, and spread the gospel and the good word of the Lord, and to plant the seeds. Everything else, the conviction and the convincing, is up to the Holy Spirit, but we are to plant those seeds. So this is amazing, brothers and sisters. So, and then when you have a look at this, if you go from the 6th to the 11th, when that, just the day after the elections, 2023, when Trump will be back in office, we go another 42 months, which is the reign of the Antichrist. When he, when he comes down, he have a 42-month reign. It lands on Thursday, the 6th of May. That is exactly 4 years from the 6th of May 2023, when Prince Charles was inaugurated as king. And I believe that was the falling away, when the man of sin was revealed. The man of sin became the son of perdition. Like I said, they're all in it together. They all are worshipping the beast, and these people, these certain amount of people, because you can remember, it's not just one or two people. There has to be a bunch of them in every area of the world, right, to rule and reign over this one world government. But they're all working for the evil one. So I just wanted to show you that, brothers and sisters, that time and date, and how, about the Sabbath, and about when you have a look at the date calculations, that, from when the pandemic, what was announced to the whole world by the WHO, 1,290 days later, is the 22nd of September. So there again, we've got, 9/22, 9/23, right there in front of our faces. We know that September 23rd is very significant, and that is another reason. Pray that it doesn't happen on the Sabbath. So on the Saturday, it'll be September 23rd. So I just wanted to bring that across. Again, too, just a quick thing with the child. For those of you who didn't watch, I know my videos are very long, that's why I'm trying to make this video short. But the child asteroid, okay, is in the woman. And then when we come up to, all through September, okay, when we go through September here, starting at about the 16th of September, we have the sun clothing the woman. And on the 19th, the moon is at the woman's feet. The sun is clothing the woman. The woman is ready to give birth to that child. You can see the child asteroid there is like literally exiting the woman's womb. Everything is ready to go, brothers and sisters. Like, this is such an amazing high watch period. And I just wanted to bring this to your attention, to this channel here. Please go and subscribe and give the thumbs up. This is amazing. You cannot deny this. This is prophecy in the making, right before our eyes. So I'll leave you with that. Please continue to send me emails or anything, comments, leave comments, whatever you may do. Anything that you find regarding Trump, regarding the heavens, anything, brothers and sisters, because we're putting this all together now. We've got the final pieces, the middle pieces that we're looking for, and once they're done, I truly believe that we're onto something here. So very, very exciting, very, very exciting, and I pray that you've been blessed by this video. Please share it, and I love you, and if I do not see you in the next video, I will see you in the skies. God bless you. I love you. Bye-bye.